So has Marriott destroyed the resale value of Abound trust points? Have the prices come crashing down? Well, we're going to take a look at it right after this. Hello and welcome to Destination Timeshare. I'm Jeremy. Today we're going to be talking about the resale prices of Abound trust points. I was actually quite shocked the other day when I heard about this, when I read about this, and in fact took a look at it myself. Resale prices for Abound trust points look like they've come crashing down. We're going to go over here now and actually take a look at eBay. eBay is kind of a distressed seller's market. People who really want to unload their timeshares, well, they might be going to a company that says, hey, we'll get you out of your timeshare. They may be going and working with a broker. These might come from other sources sometimes, maybe trade-ins. If somebody goes to a timeshare presentation in Mexico, well, they'll say, hey, we can take back your other timeshare. And why anybody would trade in Marriott Vacation Club trust points, well, I'm not really too sure. I guess it could happen. These also come from other sources. You go to those kind of presentations where somebody invites you to dinner. I actually did a video about that a little while ago. I'll put a link to it right up here, but go to a dinner, they say, hey, we can get you out of this timeshare. There's all kinds of problems with it. Well, those sometimes also end up on eBay as well. Now, also, just something to point out, we're also taking a look at this at what we call maintenance fee season. Basically, everybody gets reminded, that big reminder when the maintenance fee bill rolls in that, hey, you know what? I own this timeshare. I haven't been using it, or if I have been using it, I'm not getting the value out of it. And of course, we did see a very significant increase in maintenance fees for trust points. I will put a link to that up here as well. I have a video where I talked about that a little bit. Let's go over to the computer here. We'll take a look at eBay. We may even pop over to the Tug Marketplace as well as redweek.com, and I'll kind of show you what these resale prices look like. Okay, so here I am on the eBay website. What I usually like to start doing here is just up here at the top in the kind of search bar, I just type in Marriott Vacation Club points, and it's already something that's previously been saved. And I usually like to select the one that has timeshares for sale because that's kind of drilled down to just timeshares. So go ahead and click on that. Now what this is actually doing is bringing up timeshares that are actually current listings. And you can see a lot of them out here have no bids whatsoever, but they also do have some pretty high starting bids. There's a fairly new one out here, 3,000 points. So $1 starting bid. That one actually might get some bids, but I suspect a lot of these other ones probably won't because they have really, really high starting bids. Like this one, 2,500 points annually. It's about $4,600 is the starting bid. But what I like to do from here is I go to advanced, and then this brings up kind of the advanced search, and all I do here is say, hey, I want to see completed listings. Then I go ahead and just click on search, and this is going to show us the completed auctions, the completed listings, and whatnot. Now we can really get an idea here of where these points have finished at in the way of whether it be bids or maybe they were kind of buy it nows. But you can see this first one here just finished recently, January the 19th, was 1,000 annual club points. And well, it got one bid for $1. This one down here, January the 18th, not that long ago either. It actually had a starting bid of $1,850. That's literally just $1.85 per point because it is a 1,000 point deed. And well, it got 0 bids. Kind of still scrolling down here, 2,250 points. They were starting out at $1 a point, 0 bids. Down here, again, just keeps repeating itself over and over, 1,000 points, $12. That one actually did have 7 bids, so there's a few people interested in it. Continuing down here, we have 1,000 points, well, $750. More down here, just the list goes on and on. I can't seem to even kind of wrap my head around how much these points have really come down on, at least on eBay. The prices are really, really super low. This is kind of, like I said, the bottom of the market. And of course, as you see here, there are a lot of listings here. I didn't even count them, but there's got to be at least a dozen listings here that just ended in January. So really kind of sad to see these prices dropping so much. But now let's make our way over and take a look at redweek.com. So here I am on redweek.com, logged in kind of just on their main page. And I just type in the search form here, Marriott Vacation Club. It says, hey, just see all resorts. And then up at the top here, you have point resales. So it brings up all of the different point resales. And as we can kind of scroll through here, we're noticing some listings for 750 points. This is pretty low value, but a couple $1,000, 750 points for 1,800. So this is just a little north of $2 a point, it seems like. Here we have $2.75 a point for 1,000, but here somebody's willing to take $1.45 per point. Again, kind of just scrolling down here, these aren't anywhere near what points were like middle of last year. Seems like Marriott was kind of exercising their right of first refusal in the $3.50 range. So just a little bit disappointing that we're even seeing so many listings out here. And I did notice a really interesting one. If we go all the way to the bottom, these kind of go up in price the further down you go. So you'll notice that a lot of these are closer to where resale prices were a while ago. But I want to show you that really interesting one all the way down here. There's just massive numbers out here of points for sale. And I hope that one is still here. I don't think anybody would have bought it. Here it is, 40,000 club points or trust points for $120,000. Those would have really probably cost $400,000 or more if the person actually purchased all pure trust points. That's $10 a point. That's really heavily discounted from actual prices are today. They may have bought these quite a while ago when prices were below $10 a point. But man, they've taken a really big hit on that there. And it's actually new, so really quite interesting there. Let's actually go up here again, just the very, very top. And we'll just take a look at a few of these ones that say they're sold. So here's one sold, it's 1,000 points, sold for $2 per point, or at least that's the price that's in here. Now, when you actually sell something on here, you can negotiate a lower price and they can mark it sold, and that was the original listing price. So it sold for probably less than $2 a point. Same with the one below it. So again here, Red Week is kind of showing deflated resale prices on club points. Now let's take one last stop over here at the timeshare marketplace on Tug, and we'll actually see what their points are listed at here as well. So I actually haven't already searched for them here, but look at that, it comes up right at the top, Marriott Abound trust points. And here, well, we're kind of noticing prices kind of all over the place. 4,250. No, their price is pretty high, but that's actually kind of in the $3 range, I guess. Now, if we kind of continue to scroll down here, well, here's somebody, I think that's their price per point. So it looks like prices here are kind of, I don't know, they're kind of a little all over the place. This is something here, 2,500 points, listed at 15,000. So it doesn't look like those resale prices that have been really depreciated have really made it to the Tug marketplace. But like I said, eBay, it's the bottom of the market, those distressed sales. People really want to get out quick. And it's much cheaper actually to list on Tug than it is even on Red Week. So you might see people willing to kind of wait out the market here, and hopefully they can get the prices that they're asking for. So I really do hope you liked this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. It really does help out these videos. And if you want to see another video about Marriott Vacation Club, I'll put a link right here on the screen. Check that out. It's all about the timeshare sales presentation, the lies versus the truth. So check that out next. Thanks for watching. And remember, until next time, the best destination is always a timeshare.